Hello guys, and welcome to the complete video training of installing and configuring VMware Vcenter Server 5.1. I am Alireza Abrishami, and you can contact me by an email address of alireza.abrishami@gmail.com, or you can call me on mobile phone on +98 917 710 2792. Okay, I prepare a special kind of scenario about this training video. As you can see here, we have 4 major servers, and the first one is VMware Vcenter Server with the IP address of 10.10.10.2. This is a Windows Server 2008 R2. We have a domain controller in our network with the IP address of 10.10.10.3, and this is also Windows Server 2008 R2. We have 2 general VMware ESXi server, and with the IP address of 10.10.10.4 and 10.10.10.5. I created some virtual machines and virtual servers on each one in order to use the Vcenter server. And finally, we have a Windows 7 client PC with the IP address of 10.10.10.1 in order to connect to Vcenter server and use all the services and applications provided by Vcenter server. Okay, be ready for some requirements. As you can see here, for the first step, you have to set the IP addresses on servers and a client. As you can see in the scenario, the second step is to create appropriate firewall rules between servers and a client. The third part is make sure that the Windows servers and a client are activated by a valid product key. And the fourth step is do not forget to join your vCenter server to your domain. It is an essential step, and you have to pay more attention about this. Okay, let's start. Okay, as you can see in my scenario, that we have a domain controller that is Windows Server 2008 R2. As you can see here, I created a domain controller before, and you can go to administrative tools and Active Directory users and computers, and so here you can see my domain name, which is called a.net. We have another server that we are going to install Vcenter server on it. I call it Vcenter server, and you have to log into your Vcenter server with administrator account of your domain controller and not locally. Okay, so as you can see here, A is the NetBIOS name of your domain and administrator account of your domain controller, and I type the password of an administrative account of your domain controller. Okay, now I copied, as you can see here, I copied all the packages of Vcenter server from original DVD on my Vcenter server. And as you can see here, I joined this server to my a.net domain. You can check it out by here. As you can see here, here is the domain a.net, and here is my server VMware Vcenter.a.net. and as you can see here, I joined my Vcenter server to my a.net domain. Okay, as you can see here, click on a Vcenter server package or DVD, and you can click on other on. Okay, as you can see here, we're focused on VMware Vcenter Server 5.1, and we're going to install all the packages and softwares related to 5.1 version. As you can see here, there are different kinds of VMware products, such as simple install, single sign-on, inventory service, vCenter Server, vSphere client, web client, and update manager. Okay, as you can see here, simple install is a kind of installation of vCenter Server that is automatically install all the prerequisites and all the steps in order and one by one. Okay, you have two ways of installation. You can directly go to your VMware vCenter server and click install, but pay attention that it has some prerequisites and requirements, and you have to install each of these 4 packages before installing vCenter server directly. So I click on simple install and click install in order to automatically install all the necessary and required packages and automatically install the vCenter server. Okay, so click on simple install and click install. Okay, as soon as the screen appears, just click on next and next, accept the terms, next. Okay, here you have to type the password of administrator account of your domain controller. As you can see here, administrator account at system domain. As you can saw it before, our domain controller is called a.net, and I type the password of the administrator account and just click next. Okay, vCenter server requires to install a local Microsoft SQL Server 2008 R2. If you install it before, and if you have another SQL Server in your network, you can click on existing supported database, or if not, just click install the local Microsoft SQL Server and just click next. Here is your fully qualified domain name of your vCenter server, which is called vmwarecenter.a.net. Click on next. Okay, don't worry about it, just click OK. Okay, use it by default, network service account. Click on next. Here is the destination folder. You can change it or you can leave it with the default settings. Just click next. Here is HTTPS port, our single sign-on port, which is called 7444. Just click next and click install. At this step, the installer try to install Microsoft SQL Server 2008 R2 by itself, and you don't need to change anything, and just wait until the installation completes. Okay, as you can see in the screen, the installation of SQL Server 2008 R2 starts. Now supported files are loaded. Now we can see the installation progress of SQL Server 2008. Okay, and as you can see, the installation of single sign-on package is starting automatically. The installation of single sign-on is complete and the installation of inventory service starts. And as you can see here, the installation of inventory service is complete, and now the installation of VMware Vcenter server starts here. Okay, now you have to enter your license key from the original DVD. Okay, I enter license and click next. Here you have to install a Microsoft SQL Server 2008 instance and just click install, and if you have installed it before, just click on use an existing supported database. For now, I click install and click next. Okay, use it by default, use system account, click on next. Don't worry about this warning, just ignore it and click OK. Okay, here is all ports are used by vCenter server. If you want to change any of these, you can change it here, and if no, leave it by default and just click next. Okay, here is inventory size. Based on your organization size, you can choose any of these three options. First of all, small organizations. If you have less than 100 hosts or 1,000 virtual machines, just click the first one. If you have a organization with a medium size, just click on medium. Or if you have a large size organization, more than 400 hosts or 4,000 virtual machines, you have to click on large. At this training video, I click on the small and just click next, click install. The installer try to install vCenter server package. Okay, congratulations, the installation completed successfully. And once you complete the installation, be ready for configuration of vCenter server. Okay, just click finished. As you can see here, Here the message that shows that the installation of all packages completed successfully. Just click OK. Okay, at this step of the training video, we start the configuration of vCenter server and use the applications and services provided by vCenter server 5.1. So stay with me. Okay, welcome back. At this step, just focus on Windows 7 client. From the vCenter server package, click on Autorun and just click on VMware vSphere client and just click install. This application is a special kind of software that helps you to connect to vCenter server and other ESXi server in order to use all the services. And here I need to install it on my Windows 7 client PC. Okay, just click on vSphere client and click install. I did it before, and here I click on vSphere client and wait until the window appears. Okay, as you can see here, you have to enter the IP address, the username and password. If you want to connect to your vCenter server, you have to type your IP address of the vCenter server and the username and password. The username and password used to connect to vCenter server is an administrative account of your domain controller. Okay, just click on scenario, and here is the vCenter server IP address is 10.10.10.2. Okay, let's leave it by default. The username of vCenter server is administrator. The password, I'm typing it, just click login. Okay, here is about the certification. If you want to view the certificate, just click on it. Otherwise, click install the certificate and don't display security warning and just click ignore. Wait until the client connects to a vCenter server. Okay, now you successfully connect to vCenter server. As you can see here, VMware Vcenter server.a.net. That is the name of vCenter server which we install vCenter server on the Windows. Okay. As you can see in this screen, you can configure your vCenter server and other ESXi servers available in your network. For the first step, just create a data center. This data center is a virtual kind of data center. You can click on create a data center and type your favorite name, such as data center test. Okay, as you can see here, all the procedures show here. Okay, if you want to add hosts to your data center, just click on your data center and click add a host. At this screen, you have to enter the IP address of your host and your servers and the username and passwords. As you see in the scenario that we have two ESXi server, 10.10.10.4 and 10.10.10.5. For now, I enter 10.10.10.4. for the IP address, and I type my password. As you can see here, I have a ESXi server with the IP address of 10.10.10.4. Okay, just click next. Now you might encounter with a message. Okay, that's right, it's a security alert about the certification. You have to click on yes. Okay, as you can see here, at my ESXi server with the IP address of 10.10.10.4, I have 3 virtual servers that I created before. You can click on next. You have to enter a new license key, or you have to use an existing license key. These license key is belong to my ESXi server, and I entered it before, so I don't want to enter a new license key. So just click on existing license key and click next. Just leave it default about the lockdown mode. Just leave it default and click on next, next, and finished. Now the host of 10.10.10.4 or ESXi is trying to add to your data center. As you can see here, the procedure. Okay, the host is successfully added. As you can see here, we have 10.10.10.4, and here you can see your virtual servers and virtual machines created at ESXi. As I explained it to you, I have another ESXi server with the IP address of 10.10.10.5, second VMware ESXi, and I want to add it to my vCenter server. Okay, just right click, add a DC test, and click add a host. I enter the IP address of the ESXi server, the username, and the password. Just click on next, click yes. Okay, as you can see here, I have some virtual servers and virtual machines in my second ESXi server, and I want to add it to my vCenter server. Just click on next. Use an existing license key. Just click on next, leave it by default, click on next, and finished. Okay, great. My second ESXi server is added to my virtual data center. As you can see here, I can configure my ESXi, each of my ESXi server. I can configure it. I can see here my virtual machines created on each one. You can see another options here. By right clicking on each of your hosts, you can even shut down or reboot your ESXi server, and you can create a new virtual machine on each of your servers, as you can see it here. For example, I try to shut down my ESXi server. As you can see here, click on yes. Okay, just test it. Click on OK. Now my ESX server is going to shut down. It needs sometimes to complete the task. Okay, as you can see here, my second VMware ESXi server is shutting down. Okay, here you can configure each of your virtual machines. As you can see here, 10.10.10.5 is not reachable now because of because we shut down the server. As you can see here, we can edit settings of each virtual machines created on the ESXi servers, and we can even migrate each of our virtual machines to another server or to another host, or we just change the database. And finally, we can create a clone of each virtual machine, or in other words, we can create a copy of virtual machines. We can create a template and snapshots about of each virtual machines. Thank you for staying with me. If you have any questions and any comments, don't forget to contact me. Thank you.